Welcome to Miss Martin Muses, where we're musing today about a Game of Thrones, reading a Game of Thrones for the first time. And yes, I am on chapter 27. I am getting through this. It is a Ned chapter, or Eddard, as he is described in the book. As always, I am using a wiki of Ice and Fire, so there is the source because I love to do that. This is a very key chapter, and I very vividly have this stuck in my mind from the TV show. Did it so very well, so very well. But let's get to it. Chapter 27. What's happening? Ned and the small council hear City Watch Commander Janos, big long name, report about the significant increase in crime caused by the influx of people arriving for the upcoming tourney. Yeah, there's going to be a hands tourney that's supposed to be in honor of Ned, but he doesn't like it one little bit because it's going to suck and it costs too much money. Flint requests more men. Ned agrees to hire 50 new watchmen, setting Littlefinger to arrange the monetary details. When Littlefinger objects, Ned insists that since he found 40,000 gold dragons for the champion's purse, he should be able to scrap together a few coppers to keep the king's peace. Ned also loans Flint 20 of his own household guard. So we see Ned here, Ned being Mr. I am the king's hand, and doing a pretty good job of it. A little bit of tension with some of the other guys, especially with Littlefinger, though that's always going to be there because of the whole Catelyn thing. Continuing, Ned complains about the tourney. Yes, he does not like it. Still irritated that it is to be called the Hands Tourney despite his distaste. Moreover, King Robert still insists that Ned should feel honored. Grandmaster Pycelle, aka General Veers, points out that a tourney is good for the realm because it brings the great opportunity for glory and the lonely a respite from their woes. Littlefinger adds that it brings in lots of money, emphasizing full inns and whores walking bow-legged. And Lord Renly, yes, Lord Renly, we're going to see a lot with him later, aren't we? Lord Renly laughs, telling how his brother Stannis once proposed outlawing brothels, prompting Robert to ask if he wanted to outlaw eating, sh-ing, and breathing as well. I like this. George R.R. Martin is a master of telling us or showing us or whatevering us about a character, what's going on with this character. We're getting an impression that Stannis is a bit of a, I don't want to say uptight, maybe that's the wrong word, but definitely he's not a drinker. He's not he doesn't go whoring. He's not like his other brothers. And then Renly goes on to wonder how Stannis ever fathered his daughter. When he goes to the marriage bed like he is marching to a battlefield to do his duty. Again, yes, we see here that Stannis is a very, I don't want to say prude, but sounding like he maybe isn't the type to enjoy the act. Though, of course, he does. I mean, he's a human being. But this is how he is viewed. But also about it being his duty. That also tells us, I think, a little bit about Stannis. I'm looking forward to getting Stannis from the books rather than the TV show, because I did hear that the TV show did not necessarily do him justice. Everyone laughs except Ned, who is preoccupied by thoughts of when Stannis will return and assume his duties on the council. Yeah, he's getting a little bit disturbed by this. I'm going to skip some of the details, but I'm going to this line here where it's summarizing that Ned has the book that General Veers, Lord Pycelle, gave him that the hand was reading right before he got poisoned. And it's a lineage. As he browses the section on House Lannister, Ned muses on their long history and the myths of their ancestor Land the Clever, who stole gold from the sun to brighten his curly hair. Yeah, and little hints in here, aren't there? The Lannisters blonde. Continuing. The more of the people that were informing are coming through. I'm going to skip this. There's some detail that we don't need to go into, but the stable boy, this is where I want to read. The stable boy approves, just as informative. He swears that Lord Erin was as strong as a man half his age and often went riding with Lord Stannis. You see, there's a clue. It's like, not only is he strong, but he went riding with Lord Stannis. This Ned finds strange. As far as he knew, Jon and Stannis were never friendly. Jory says that the stable boy also claims that Stannis and Jon Arryn visited a brothel together. Now, considering what we know about Lord Arryn and what we've just seen about Stannis, the idea of the two of them going together to a brothel is definitely something that was way out of place. Something is wrong. Then Stannis would visit a brothel is very strange. Oh, there we go. This summary is anticipating me. And that Stannis' name keeps coming up, and that he has left the city with no word about when he will return also vexes Ned. He wonders why Stannis would leave and decides that something must have frightened him. Yet Ned cannot imagine what could have frightened Stannis, who withstood the year-long siege of Storm's End by surviving on rats and boot leather. Dang. That's not okay. Both Ned and Jory find it frustrating that everyone that might know the truth is 1,000 leagues away. When Jory asks if he will call Stannis back from Dragonstone, Ned says, not yet. Here we go again. We now know that he's a man of duty, Stannis, that he's not the type to go to whorehouses, and that he is a great warrior and lived on rats and leather during a big old siege. Ned plans to visit the armorer himself and decides to wear his doublet with the dire wolf sigil so that the armorer will know who he is. Another clue. As Jory dresses him, Ned wonders why Renly was not invited on the rides. Ned does not know what to make of Renly with his friendly ways and easy smiles. Little bit of a background here with Renly that is revealed. That he has a lady that is Marjorie Tyrell. And he also said something really weird that, do you think she looked like Lyanna? And it's like, okay, that was kind of weird. I'm not entirely sure where they're going with this because I don't believe this was a part of the TV show at all. However, Lyanna's name, she just keeps coming up, doesn't she? Ned tells Jory that it would be good if Stannis returned for the tourney. Yeah, that ain't going to happen. Yeah. So let's continue. Let's skip through some of the details because we don't need them. Ned now gets to the armorer. This is where they did it so well in the TV show. The armorer introduces Gendry and shows Ned a helmet that the boy has crafted. Ned notes it and finished helm is expertly shaped and offers to buy it. Gendry immediately grabs the helmet back, insisting it is not for sale. Mott rushes to offer apologies for Gendry's behavior, but Ned states that there is nothing to forgive. You see, what a nice guy Ned is. He's a just man. He knows something's going on. And, of course, the reason why he wanted to speak to Gendry is because that is who the Hand and Stannis wanted to speak with. Ned asked Gendry what he and Jon Arryn talked about. Gendry explains that Lord Arryn asked about his age. His age. If he was well treated, and about his mother. Ned asked about the boy's mother as well and is told that she is dead, but that she was an alehouse wench with blonde hair. Here's a hint. Because his mother has blonde hair, and with Robert Baratheon being the father, and Gendry has black hair like his father. So why? Why, Precious, does Joffrey have blonde hair? Ned examines Gendry and notices a remarkable resemblance to a young King Robert, especially his black hair and blue eyes. You see? More hints. Ned asks Mott who paid the boy's apprentice fee. Mott claims he took the boy on for a fee for free since he was so strong. Yeah. And Ned does not believe this for a moment. Mott admits that an unknown lord had paid twice the normal apprentice fee for Gendry and said the extra money was for his silence. Ned decides he likes this guy whose name I can't pronounce. Before he leaves, Ned tells Mott to send Gendry to him if the day comes that he wants to wield a sword instead of forge one. Ned also quips that if he ever wants a helm to frighten children, this would be the first place he visits. As he rejoins his guards outside, Ned still doesn't understand what Jon Arryn wanted with a king's bastard, nor why it led to his death. Indeed, indeed, indeed. And there was also a really cool part where Ned is looking at the dude and saying, you know where he's from. You know who his father is, or something to that effect. And the guy's like, I'm not going to tell. I'm not going to tell. Just kind of like, he's an apprentice and he's working for me. And that's enough. Thank you very much. These kind of secrets were kept all the time in monarchies, bastards everywhere. And I should say that also I was mistaken, that Stannis, I guess, had not gone to see Gendry, that it was just the whorehouse. So that is this chapter. That is this chapter. The plot continues to thicken. The plot continues to thicken. And I love just unpacking every little detail. It's like a mystery. It's like a murder mystery. Really, really enjoying this. Gosh, George R.R. Martin, for the love of everything, come out with Winds of Winter. We need the real ending to this. We need the real ending. So that is it. That is it. Have a great day, everyone. Have a great day, everyone. And be certain that if you are the King's Hand and investigating bastard sons of Robert Baratheon, try to keep it quiet.